The YuGiOhTCG has actually gotten a lot of wins lately, but with the format being relatively healthy, save for a few cards here and there, the new format that is known as Genesis, as well as better prizing for topping YCSs and Nationals. We can get a few wins here lately, however, we can't let 2 or 3 wins justify years and years and years of just L after L after L. Specifically in their product lineup. It is no secret that the Yu-Gi-Oh product lineup is kinda hurting right now, with the only set still selling for MSRP being the Rarity Collection whenever it was still in print. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh sets are now in the gutter selling for cost. Not profit, not MSRP, cost. So I want to throw my hat in the ring and talk about what Yu-Gi-Oh could possibly do to better these sets, to possibly sell more product. I've made a top 5 list of things that Yu-Gi-Oh could do to better their product. Starting at number 1, we have blister packs. Blister packs were a thing that Yu-Gi-Oh used to do back in the early 2000s to giving away shonen promos in these little packs. That way, instead of having to buy the Shonen Jump promos, you can get these promos in booster packs that are on down the line. Usually they come with 3 or 4 booster packs as well as a promo card. If you guys want an example for this, think about the promo boxes that Pokemon used to do. It had the promo card, the jumbo card, and 4 booster packs in it. So they could potentially do something similar to that, and instead of like cards that are like one of and like side sets, I'll use the Gaia Soul as an example, the new Millennium card we're coming out. It is the only Millennium card in the entire new set for the Pumpkin archetype. And it's kind of like a black sheep. It's kind of like feels like they just needed an extra slot, so they just kind of threw it in there. So instead of just having stuff like that, you could do a blister pack where you can get 1, or if you want to be really dope about it, a playset 3 copies of that 1 card. You don't even have to give it like a special holo. Ideally, you want to be at least a super, but you could theoretically just do with being like a rare or common, and then later on down the line printing it in like a rarity set to get a higher rarity of it.
Or if you really want to be cool, Konami, you could just print it as a promo and a Starlight in these things. I'm just saying.
Slap like a $15 to $20 price tag on it, and you pretty much have a pretty decent product with like packs in it. They already kind of do this with the Walmart boxes. Have you seen those little boxes that come with like 3 or 4 packs, and sometimes they'll have like a little promo like token or something like that? They pretty much already do this, just make it in blister pack form. Make it to where it's guaranteed to have like a promo in it, or you can even do something like the Pokemon promos where it's just like 1 booster pack but also comes with like a promo card in it. You could also do something like that. Do 1 booster pack, 1 promo card, and then put like a die in there or something, and put like a $7 price tag on it. It'll be super cheap, it'll be super easy to get play sets of cards like that, and it gives people a reason to buy individual packs instead of trying to buy full-on booster boxes. The next thing I would like to throw out there is an errata set. Now, I don't know what this would look like specifically, but a set specifically with old cards that need an errata or need some adjustments. For example, we'll use Genesis here. Genesis has a lot of old cards that are now available to be played, and they have a lot of old wording because they haven't been printed in like 10 plus years. And the rules in Yu-Gi-Oh have changed, meaning that the way that they played back then is no longer how they play now. So I think having a single set where all these cards get an errata would be pretty good. Now you can make the argument that these could just be in the rarity prints, and I'm not gonna lie, that's also a good idea. Just slap these in Rarity Collection and call it a day. Now before, Yu-Gi-Oh didn't really have a reason to do this because these old cards, most of them are banned anyway, so why would they need to errata them? But with Genesis, now they have reason to be errated. I'm not saying change anything to like a hard one's return or anything like that, but just change the wording where it's more easy for judges to be able to make certain judge calls. The next thing I'm going to throw out there is another kind of like idea from the Pokemon TCG is add master pack codes to booster packs. If you've never opened up a Pokemon pack before, basically they have these little doodads that are their code cards. They have a QR code as well as a string of code that you can type in or scan the QR code, and you'll get a booster pack in the Pokemon Online TCG. I think it would be beneficial for Yu-Gi-Oh to do something like this, but for master packs. Have a code that says, hey, you're able to get 1 master pack with it whenever you buy a Pokemon booster pack. It would give people more incentive to buy packs because they already want to play Master Duel. Now granted, Master Duel is a very easy game to grind in and get these things, so it's not necessarily super needed, but it would be very much appreciated, especially for people who play both mediums of both the physical card game and Master Duel. Feels like you're getting a lot for your money in that case if you play both games. Also, it gets traction to people who do card openings on YouTube who don't play Master Duel, so that way they can do the code card thing that Pokemon YouTubers do where they just show the code, like they'll cover their QR code and it'll show the code so that way people can get into the online game. It just makes it feel like I said earlier, you're getting more for your money because you pay for the pack to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Then you get another pack to play more Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like it's a win-win. I feel like there's not much cost in this. The next thing is spread core sets out more. What I'm specifically talking about is the incident with Justice Hunters where they released 3 core sets in one main set. That is absurd. You released 3 meta-defining decks in one set. So people have to like continuously buy more product, which again, in a video where it says like, oh, how to sell more product, you would think that would be like, oh, just put all these in one set. I don't think that they should have done that because now you have all these people playing a bunch of different decks and no deck really has room to breathe. And then you have instances like the Vanquish Soul thing where Vanquish Soul K9, yes, it did win Worlds. It did top Nationals. It did top a lot of YCSs. However, the problem was never with the consistency of Vanquish Soul, and Vanquish Soul for the longest time was super underpowered, and they just now got some really good support with K9, and then they butcher the deck. Not really a whole lot of room to get a healthy format, in my opinion. See, even KK is agreeing with me. So when you have a bunch of core sets like that, I think that you need to like spread them out a little bit. You know what I mean? Just like maybe not have like one mainline set for each core set, but like, you know, put like 1 in one, 2 in another, or like 1.5 in one, 1.5 in another. Like if you have an archetype that you know is gonna be like, this is the strongest thing that we're doing, like with Yummy. You can say, hey, we're gonna put Draco Tail and half of Yummy in this set. We're gonna put K9 and the other half of Yummy in this set. And finally, I think this is something that people have been wanting for a long time, and I think they're starting to dabble in, is draft packs. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tried doing draft packs, but it's like, it's very difficult to decide what is and is not worth putting in a draft pack because drafts, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a game geared toward drafts. Pokemon product is a game geared toward draft. Magic is very much geared toward drafting. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very difficult to draft because it's like, how do you scale how powerful you want this draft to be? So I think it would be very beneficial if like they did a draft pack with reprints of powerful sets. For example, Mitsurugi has been out for a long time. Do a Mitsurugi draft and just throw in some like very underpowered ritual support such as Manju and Senju 1,000 Hands, Sonic Bird, that kind of thing. And you can throw in some other stuff like some Raizio reprints and whatnot, just to kind of like make it a powerful draft, but make it to where people have to actually really try to get this stuff. Stuff that's been like out of the meta for a while, but it's still like good in like a tier 1 deck or even rogue. And that's going to be my list of things I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Could do to make product better. If you guys have any better ideas, let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, comment on the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, help out, help yourself as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.